You've tamed the voices in your head. You've put your courage to the test. Laid all your doubts to rest. Your mind is clearer than before. Your heart is full and wanting more. Your future's at the door. Give it all you got. No hesitating. You've been waiting all your life. This is your moment. This is your moment in time. This is your moment. This is your moment to shine, to shine, to shine. So shine on. And every time you hit the wall, remember you can have it all, even the mighty fall. It's closer than it's ever been, and now it's more than just a win. It's where your life begins, yeah. There's no holding back, no overthinking. You've been reaching all your life. This is your moment. This is your moment in time. This is your moment. This is your moment to shine, to shine, to shine. This is your moment. You got to give it all that you got. Don't hesitate and don't ever stop. You've spent a lifetime waiting for this day. This is your moment. Now's not the time for you to hold back. Don't overthink, it's time to react. The moment has come, don't let it slip away, away, away. It's closer than it's ever been, and now it's more than just a win. It's where your life begins. You've tamed the voices in your head. You've put your courage to the test. Laid all your doubts to rest. Your mind is clearer than before. Your heart is full and wanting more. Your future's at the door. Give it all you got. No hesitating. You've been waiting all your life. This is your moment. This is your moment in time. This is your moment. This is your moment to shine, to shine, to shine. So shine on. And every time you hit the wall, remember you can have it all, even the mighty fall. It's closer than it's ever been, and now it's more than just a win. It's where your life begins, yeah. There's no holding back, no overthinking. You've been reaching all your life. This is your moment. This is your moment in time. This is your moment. This is your moment it's ever been. And now it's more than just a win, it's where your life begins. You've tamed the voices in your head. You've put your courage to the test. Laid all your doubts to rest. Your mind is clearer than before. Your heart is full and wanting more. Your future's at the door. Give it all you got. No hesitating. You've been waiting all your life. This is your moment.
Good morning, good afternoon. This is our live podcast that we've been working on for over 2 years, actually 10 years, but 2 years. And we are just super, super excited to be here. What we're going to do is this is still our launch, our soft launch. So there might still be a few mistakes and accidents, but that's okay. We want to invite you to go ahead and join us here on Facebook, LinkedIn, and I believe YouTube. We are looking at the chat, so if anyone has any questions while I'm going through this. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to talk a little bit about pop culture. We are going to share about Kristen Stewart and Princess Diana and why Kristen Stewart was chosen and how their lips happen to be similar. Stay tuned. We have a lot of great stuff. And of course, this is your Oracle Time, Kiss Whispers. Let's go ahead and get it started. Welcome to the official lipstick reader, Kiss Whisper Secrets. And we are going to share about how Diana, Princess Diana and Kirsten actually have very similar lip prints and why that is. And maybe what celebrity, whether they passed on or the celebrity of today trending, what they have for us on our future, and more importantly, is how do we clear any of the baggage, the shadow self, as well as presently and what's next for us. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw a couple of cards. The first one is Power. So regarding power, now this is our shadow self. We're sharing a little bit about our shadow self. So the power is how we give away our power. And it's kind of ironic that alpha females and alpha males are the ones that usually succumb to giving away their power, especially in a personal relationship. Now, why is that? Why are we, who are strong in business, who have very strong personalities, who get things done, tend to succumb to something that comes into our life and throws us off, and we feel powerless? So a little bit about my background, and that is growing up in foster homes and having a lot of things happen there, not feeling safe, and then of course not being able to live with my mom off and on. And I was homeless at some time. I joined the Job Corps, and it had a lot of their own drama. And then after, I joined the Navy. And then with the Navy, Unfortunately, I suffered through MST, military sexual trauma, that created my PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. So how can someone I feel is very powerful, someone that is very vocal, as well as I get things done. How did I get chosen? How was the picker that knew that I would be the one that would succumb and become powerless? And a lot of it has to do with ego. A lot of it has to do with those that are narcissists, those that have this psychoanalysis, that are able to watch and pinpoint and find the one or two things that are very close to our hearts and that trigger us that not very many people know, but they see it. So that's the first thing. So what happens is we feel lost. At that moment that we are engulfed with the charisma and the charm of the narcissist, and then they work their magic, and we feel lost. We feel like, who am I? Where am I? And because they have such a strong hold on our emotions and false promises and hope, that we are no longer in our alpha strong self. Because they have a plan for us. They have a plan of how to manipulate, how to get into our shadow and our hurt locker with guilt. And after the fact, we don't share it with anyone because we're ashamed. We take it internally of, why did I let that happen? How could I let that happen? I am so ashamed. And if I show that vulnerable self to my family and my friends and my business, that I will no longer have control. And remember the word control. And we don't feel lovable. We tend to overdo, overpromise, overpay, over everything in our life, overeat, because there's a part of us that doesn't feel worthy of being loved. So those are the parts of things that are the shadow self. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clear that. So now we're going to change the narrative. This is the part that we are able to do. And with the kiss print, when you do a kiss, and I'm able to see the fissures, I'm able to share what is in your past. What are you still holding on to? Is there something that between the ages of 1 and 5, 5 and 10, 10 and 15, 15, 20, and then we go 10s, 20, 30, 40, 50. And we look at where the broken occurred. Was it a divorce? Was it assault? Was it even ancestry? Then we look at the next stage. So we're able to pinpoint through the energy work, and if we work one-on-one together through muscle memory and really, really dig deep and pull that out that has manifested, and basically it's your inner child holding your heart and holding on for dear life and saying, please, please, please protect me. I'm not going to feel, I'm not going to do, I'm not going to let people in. And then that narcissist just finds that one part and they're able to get in. So that's the part that I want to share with you. So we're changing the narrative. So now power is about us getting our power, earning our power, and feeling our power. So for those that are listening that are feeling powerless, what we're going to do is we're asking the energy and your angels to land to give you that back. Second is lost. We are no longer lost. We are in our strength, we are in our warrior, and we know exactly what the direction, and we're going to trust the angels to guide us. Last is the plan. The plan is the plan we set up, the plan that we are going to live our life and be amazing, and the delectable life and everything that you deserve and desire. So the plan now is, what is it you want? Let's go ahead and write that down. Journaling is so important, as well as going day by day. And that is your 8-day plan. My favorite number is 8, so 888. So 8 days you're going to journal. You're going to write down everything that you desire and deserve. And then on number 8, so it could be January 8th, it could be February 8th. That is the day that you're going to go back to your journal and really see what you felt you were worthy of, and then things that were holding you back. So that's going to be your exercise. Lovable. So right now, the angels are saying, we, me, you, we are lovable. We've always been lovable. We are perfectly imperfect. And I am going to ask the angels to get into our heart and let that little girl, let that little boy release so they can find peace and joy. And that inner work is we feel love. And I want to share with you that the angels love you. You love yourself. And find your tribe that you trust. Be very selective. And it may even be just one person. It could be 2, it could be 3. But just know that you want to circle yourself around those that are looking out for your higher good, and that is an even exchange. So when I'm doing readings, what I do is I'm able to get into someone's energy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go full screen. So therefore we can chat a little bit personally. So I want you to hear me. I want you to feel me. I want you to believe me, and we want the angels to land. And that particular part is what we feel, what we say, what we do is our own. No one can ever take that away. So when I do work one-on-one, whether it's virtual or it's in person, we look at all this within 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and we dig deep and pull it up. So therefore you could breathe again. So therefore you can know what your path is. And I never share what you don't know. I share and confirm what your beliefs are. We release, we pull your intuitiveness. So therefore it is no longer having a battle and struggling with your mind. We're going to trust and pull your intuitiveness. And I'm going to actually share a little bit about Princess Diana and Kirsten. So I was asked recently about doing lip print readings. And so with that, I am actually was going to do past, present, and then of course future. And I'm going to ask my assistant if she can actually pull the picture that we have, and the one that actually has the lips that are on top of each other. And you're going to see eerily why Kirsten was chosen and how the two are very much intertwined. So I'm hoping she can place that in there. If not, we'll put the picture below the actual podcast and you'll see what I'm talking about. And that is the kiss print. The smile is open and close. And we look at the upper lip, the lower lip, how much the kiss is open. We look at the size. We look at the overall feature. And what we found is that when we overlap the two, they were identical. They weren't like 70%, 80%. They were identical. And as we know, Kirsten has had her own trials and tribulations. What I love about Kristen is that she stepped up and she said, who I love is my business. My career is what I do brilliantly, but no one has their business to be able to go into my personal life, but also I can still take these roles. I can still be amazing. And what she did is she stepped up and she said, I am who I am, and no one's going to take that away. So let's go back to Princess Diana. She was naive. She was hopeful. She wanted to feel loved because she wasn't able to due to the divorce and other things that had occurred. But she knew that her destiny was not to be with Prince Charles Actually, I'm going to switch that. She knew that she was not going to be able to really feel loved. She was hopeful, but she knew her role was to be able to produce the heir to the English throne. So she knew that, and she knew she had to sacrifice herself to do that. So if you really look at the things that you know, you feel, what your legacy, what your destiny is, you can still change the pattern. Remember, Princess Diana really didn't get the assistance she needed for her breakdowns, for the past as her child. And she was working on her mental health in a different way. And because she was in such public life, she was not able to really just take the time to work on herself at work. It isn't about what's wrong with us. It is that it does not fit. We cannot make things that do not fit together no matter how hard we try. But we have to release the powerless, that it's me, that I know that I'm the broken one. Going through therapy myself for quite a few years, I was in a couple of relationships, but each one I recognized that I was spending valuable time and money talking about my relationship and how I wasn't being heard or seen, and what can I do? I know it's me. I know, no, it's me. And so I spent so much time, and I went back to the relationship, still didn't work out. So then I attempted to go back and show them that, hey, I'm fixed. I did it. I know that it was me. When all along it was both of us, and it was the dance that did not work together. So I am hoping that the insight and also sharing about where things come from, where we get stuck, where as alpha females and alpha males, how we actually are picked, and when we fall, and we do, because we all have hurt lockers. It is recognizing that part of it. And my hope and faith is that we will be working together in order to release that and to show you before things fall apart. So I'm going to go ahead and just say I'm thankful, I'm grateful. I have an amazing team. I'm going to do a shout out to Tamara Parisio, who put my brand, who put this together, who is also my voice. I'm going to share with Brianna Gunn. She is my project manager. She has made things happen. She is such an amazing lady, woman, mom, and she has turned the company around. I also have Ashley from Virtual Mama. She is my technical guru, and I can release. Of course, I have Samantha Leiter, who has been part of my team, who is also co-owner. She has been with me from the beginning, 11 years, and she's never let me down. And she knows where we're going. So I just want to share with you that my tribe, my team, I finally feel safe. I finally feel confident that I can let go, let God, let universe be able to assist me. And it's taken me over 50 years to figure that out. And I want to make sure that you don't have to wait years and years to find out who your tribe is and who your community is. So stay tuned for next week. We are going to then delve into career. What's next for you? With that, have you had your kiss today? So I'm going to go ahead and pull our graphic, our charm. Alrighty. So on three, let's go ahead and kiss. 1, 2, 3. Mwah. Faith. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in onto my other cameras, Samantha. Right here. So here's faith. So peeps, those that are following me, those that also would love to join in the journey. And I'm also going to be accepting Kiss Print um, photos and images through our Facebook, YouTube, and also LinkedIn. If you would like a personal 15-minute journey reading, but also if you would like to come on air and we chat a little bit. So with that, love you all. Thank you. Love my team. Universe, thank you for providing. And with that, have you had your kiss today?
You've been waiting all your life. This is your moment.